Why do people say the Israelites are black?
The Israelites were black people. Okay, they weren't these Jewish people, and so we're going to go into why that is. So no, the Egyptians weren't white people, I'm afraid. Even though all the films that you see and all the illustrations they show white people, it's kind of obvious that people living in northeast Africa were black people. So the biblical Israelites were black. It says that Ham, this is according to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, Ham was a progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, they're separate people, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, Canaanites. So it's telling you there that, again, the Egyptians and what became the Africans were black people. So going through the Bible, I'm not going to go through all of these, but yeah, Joseph in the Bible was so much like an Egyptian that his own brothers didn't recognize him. So obviously he looked like an Egyptian, so the Israelites were black people. Moses was also an Israelite, but he was raised under the nose of Pharaoh, so he'd kind of stand out if he was a white guy. And he was also mistaken as an Egyptian by the daughters of the priest of Midian. And also Moses' sister, Miriam, was turned white as a punishment. So Charlton Heston played Moses in the Ten Commandments film. There was a bit they left out of that film, was when the Most High, as a test or a demonstration of his power, he told Moses to put his hand into his tunic and then take it out, and his hand had turned white. Well, that's something that Charlton Heston couldn't really do. So I suppose it does look a bit pale, So it tells you that Moses actually looked very different to Charlton Heston. So there's a lot more biblical references that tell you that the Israelites were actually black people, but yeah, you can like go through it in the Bible. And throughout the what's called the Renaissance period, all of the artwork was replaced throughout Europe. But because Russia, well, it was a kind of insular society at that time, Renaissance didn't get to Russia. So you can go online and search for Russian icons, and you'll find that everybody who was portrayed in the Bible were portrayed black. And yeah, after Renaissance, all that artwork was destroyed and replaced with white noise versions. But 500 years ago, prior to 500 years ago, this is how they were always depicted.
Is what he's saying true? Are the Israelites black? IsraeliteBot has the answer. Go to IsraeliteBot.com and ask it any question now. Link in bio.